Time to listen to this screechy performance from Democrat Jasmine Crockett, who seems desperate to appropriate the suffering of her ancestors. And she seems more than a little ignorant about the history of slavery.
You tell me which white men were dragged out of their homes. You tell me which one of them got dragged all the way across an ocean and told that you are going to go and work. We are going to steal your wives. We are going to rape your wives. That didn't happen. That is oppression. We didn't ask to be here.
Well, Jasmine, as a free woman, you can now be anywhere you want to be, and yet you choose to be in America. But despite the considerable power and privilege you hold, you want to play the victim eternally. And just to educate you, slavery has existed since the dawn of time. From the first civilizations, we're talking 3,500 years BC, and plenty of white men, women and children were taken as slaves, including more than 1 million Europeans stolen and sold as slaves in North Africa. Facts are our friends, yes. Now to comic and TV host Jonathan Van Ness, whose pronouns are he, him, but he also likes she, her and they, them. Seems a little greedy. Here he is on stage talking about how hard it's been since Donald Trump won the election.
Let's just get the elephant out of the room right away. I need to make an apology. My dress is way too long. And after what our country's been through this week, you all deserve to see my unfiltered.
That's what passes for comedy nowadays, folks. It's grim. What's really funny is the unintentional comedy from lefties losing it, including a man we've featured heavily in the past week. Here is election forecaster Professor Alan Lichtman, who got it so wrong and has gone into this unseemly meltdown on multiple programs. He is deluded, folks, and he is clinging to that delusion. He claims that Donald Trump ran a terrible campaign, despite the fact that he won in a landslide while spending a fraction of the money that Kamala Harris spent.
So the idea that Trump was this great charismatic figure is absolute nonsense. And again, if you looked at his campaign, it was the worst campaign we've ever seen in the history of the country.
Now, this lefty lady is disturbed to learn that she can no longer use the red heart emoji. Let's pray for her.
Does anybody else feel like the red heart emoji has been totally ruined for them after this week? I did not realize until Wednesday that I have a habit of ending every text, DM, email, etc. with a red heart emoji. And now I feel like a red heart emoji implies MAGA. And so I no longer know how to punctuate my sentences. I guess I'll have to go back to using like an exclamation mark. What emoji are we using now in lieu of the red heart? Because the red heart for me is dead, at least for a while.
Joining me now for more Lefties Losing It content is comedian and host of Primetime with Alex Stein on Blaze TV. Alex Stein, MSNBC gives us so much content on this program. The Morning Joe program is in all sorts of trouble. They've seen some of their lowest ratings since 2021. The lefties are really upset with the hosts, Joe and Mika, for visiting President-elect Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago. We've got Elon Musk, meanwhile, teasing the idea of buying MSNBC after its parent company, Comcast, put the network up for sale. Alex, is this a real possibility, or is he just having some fun and games with the MSNBC crew?
Well, I think with Elon, I mean, everything is possible. Anything is absolutely possible with Elon. And when you saw Rachel Maddow crying because of Elon Musk or, you know, being emotional, and they say maybe that video is edited, it doesn't matter. MSNBC's viewers realize that they can't trust that network. That network called everybody a Nazi for 8 years. They said Kamala Harris was going to win the election. So their audience is just leaving in droves because they feel like they were duped. And that's exactly what happened. So I would love for Elon to buy MSNBC and resurrect it like he made X the best social media network in the world.
Alex, it would be fascinating if Elon Musk does follow through with this threat and actually purchases MSNBC to see if there would be wholesale resignations, where all the hosts like Maddow and Joy Reid and Joe Scarborough would resign on principle, or whether they'd try to work with him. It would be fascinating. You would grab the popcorn, but the man is pretty busy. He's got a few things to take care of. There's pressure on the newly formed Department of Government Efficiency, which Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy will be leading. There's calls for them to cut funding to NPR, and for good reason. Let's listen to the woke boss of NPR, who used to be the Wikimedia Foundation chief. This is Catherine Maas, who seems to have some very strange ideas about truth. She thinks our reverence for truth is a distraction.
The Wikipedians who write these articles aren't actually focused on finding the truth. They're working for something that's a little bit more attainable, which is the best of what we can know right now. And after 7 years there, I actually believe that they're onto something. That for our most tricky disagreements, seeking the truth and seeking to convince others of the truth isn't necessarily the best place to start. In fact, I think our reverence for the truth might have become a bit of a distraction that is preventing us from finding consensus and getting important things done.
The truth is a distraction? It's a little disturbing, Alex.
You know, Rita, I'm a full-blown conspiracy theorist, and they've even made that word, an incredible description. If you're described as a conspiracy theorist, you're demonized. But during the pandemic, if you looked into it, if you did your own research, they called you stupid. So this is a serious issue where they don't want citizens to even seek truth, ask questions, have any idea what's going on. They want us confused. They want us stressed out. They want us focusing not on trying to fix the problems, and they want us fighting with each other. So this is a much bigger issue when the head of NPR, the National Public Radio, is saying that truth is not important. It's just, that's the real, that's really what's happening in America, is they're hiding the truth. And you hear it right then and there from the person that controls our public radio. It's insane, Rita.